Welcome to the With You Rugby Podcast, designed to give you an in-depth look at the United States Rugby Foundation, including our grant programs and recipients, fundraisers, events, and much more. Now let's get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Vizard, president of the United States Rugby Foundation, and I want to welcome you to another of our With You Rugby Podcast. And as we get closer to our 2023 U.S. Rugby Hall of Fame induction ceremony that will take place in Salt Lake City on Saturday, September 16th, we thought it'd be great to get to know this year's Hall of Fame inductees and special award recipients just a little bit better. And today I'm pleased to welcome in a former Old Blue Star, a former Sevens and 15 standout for the USA Eagles, and a 2023 U.S. Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Roy Helu. Welcome, Roy. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you, Brian.
So, Roy, where are you talking to us from? Where are you at home? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm at home and we're in Dublin, California. I'm at one of the room.
Okay. As we do with all our guests, we want to get to know you just a little bit better. So tell us about your upbringing, where you grew up, and what sports you played as a kid.
So I grew up in Tonga, but Tonga is 52 island, and only 10 is people living there, something like that. So I grew up in one of the little island. People live there. They call Pangai, Hapai. And the only sport they play over there in Tonga, many sports, is rugby, cricket, and soccer. So I grew up to be a rugby player. I started young, liking the game, and I went and played with the main team when I grew up. When my older brother playing, I was, play halfback for them. It was take a long time for other town next door to us. They have the cup for 19 years until we take it from them.
All right. And who introduced you to the sport of rugby? You got family that introduced you?
Yeah, they practice a couple blocks from us, so my house, I can look over what they're practicing, and I walk over there and start kicking ball, and play.
And rugby today is still the most popular sport in Tonga?
Yeah.
Without question, huh?
Yeah.
You won the club championship title with Pangai Rugby Club in Tonga. I got to assume that was just a huge deal, right, for you back in those days?
It's a huge deal. We never had that for 19 years, like I said.
Uh-huh.
And when I come back, I went to New Zealand for work. And when I come back, we get the team going, and we win before I left Tonga. So we win the same year. I make the under 23, and after that, I left Tonga.
Okay, well, let's talk about the under 23 team. You, what was a highlight or two playing for the Tongan under 23?
In Tonga, I think that's over here. You play for the game, you get recognized. You get some money from here and there. Tonga is nothing like that. When you play for Tonga, you walk around the street, people know you. It was a huge deal.
Yeah.
For recognizes under play for Tonga under 23. Yeah.
And you moved to America in 1980s. What brought you to the States?
No, see, I moved to Hawaii. 70 same year after I played for Tonga under 26, and I live in Hawaii for a couple of years.
Okay.
I missed almost 4 years my prime. I call my prime time not playing rugby. Not playing real club rugby, but I played for Barbarian, Tongan Barbarian, and at that time, BYU Rugby lost the cup. We beat them in 67.
Okay.
Before I come over here.
Okay. So did you play in Hawaii at all then, or no?
Yeah, I played for the Tongan team that they call Barbarian. And we we play BYU rugby
Okay.
college for the final. We beat them, and
Okay.
I have 2 try there just to try
Oh,
with that.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
So you end up with the old Blues though in San Francisco, top
Yeah.
team in the United States for many years. What inspired you to join the Blues? What brought you over to the mainland?
I came and married, and I never played for 2 years, and I came to be big, like a prop, and 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 I just tell my wife, "Do you think America have a national rugby team?" And she looked it up and she said, "Hey, it's a paper here. Uh, they all blue in Berkeley advertising recruiting player. They have the number there." And I called. It was Sherry Kuhn, was work for Cal for Jack Clark. Sherry answered phone, so I hooked it up with Sherry.
Okay.
And I saw up the practice, and Ron Mason, Jeff Holling tell me later when they asked me what position you play, and I said I play number 10 for Tonga, but they told me later when I turn around and go back because I'm big. He said no, it's a prop. It's a prop.
Oh, that's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny. So with the Blues, you enjoyed tons of success. What were some of your highlights playing with the old Blues, and some of your favorite teammates from those Blues teams?
My highlight for the Blue was I kind of knew, and I 82 we went when I joined them. We went to the national. It's the first time I know we have to go through Pelican and come to LA. The Blue, that's where I realized it's big. The rugby is not small here. So my highlight of that year, we won the national. We beat the Old Blue New York on the final.
Yeah. Was that the first year you played with the Blues?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the best year.
How about some of your favorite Blues teammates?
I have a few, Bo, O'Brien, Wheat. I get along with all those boys. Rick Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I have a lot of.
I mean, they were, I'm back, right? And we came up through the ranks, but the old Blues was the team, everybody looked to, you had to go through the old Blues to win. And
That's really
those
true.
were some great teams you guys had.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your Eagle play now. You played for both the Eagles 15s and Eagles 7s. What were some of your memorable moments wearing the USA Eagles jersey?
The beginning of the game, when I stand there and they played the national anthem for US. That I have a goosebump. I have I have a lot of exciting on that, and after that, I feel relaxed. Yeah,
Good.
But that's
and you went to Hong Kong a number of times, right?
Yeah.
What'd you like best about the Hong Kong Sevens?
Man, Hong Kong. I realized how big Hong Kong when I first time go there.
Right.
I meet the most the Tongan team came the first year there. I was there. I played with them on under 23. It was fun, and I realized how big Hong Kong is before and now. You meet a lot of great players you see on TV.
Right.
You meet Ken Busy, you meet the brother from Ella brother from there, and you meet Lau from PG. It was really, really good. Really, really highlight. Yeah.
And we were both part of that first USA Rugby World Cup team in 1987. What are your memories from that tournament?
I remember you there too.
What's that?
I remember I saw you there too. You was there, right?
Yeah, I was on your team. Yeah. Yeah, I was there, Roy.
We're receiving a lot of trophy, whatever your career rugby. But I think when we come back from Japan, and I know they have a World Cup team, if they announce it's going to be the 76, right? 76.
87.
87.
Yeah.
And I feel my body just get up there, and I say, I'm gonna try one more time. To if I make this one, probably I'm never gonna make the other. It's 4 years between.
Right.
And I think it's a highlight of my career. I think I make the World Cup team before I retire.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
for you. Yeah, that's great. Now, you took up coaching in 2009 with the Danville youth and high school teams. Did someone reach out to you to help with the youth, or did you just see an ad, or how'd you get into youth coaching?
Yeah, it was a funny story. Um, we live in Danville at that time. It's a couple block from where they practicing. And my son Billy, it was 8th grade, and he said, "Dad, do you not have a rugby team here practice over there? They call Oak." And I said, "You lying." Because I didn't know, right? I didn't know. I know Lamo, I know Hayward, I don't know. And he'd say, "If you come and coach there, I might not pay the two, like $300. So one Tuesday, I say, you go there, I'll walk by there." So I walk, I walk onto the field, and I ask the people there who run this organization, and they point to Sean Strucker. Sean Strucker is the founder of he found the Oak rugby team.
Okay.
Sean is young, but was Tim O'Brien coached him in Loma High School. And I said, "Hey, John, come here. I want to coach." And my son there, and he said, but he never know me. We never meet, but he know my name from Tim O'Brien.
Right.
And he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Roy Helu." And he turned around and write stuff, and he said, "Go there and tell the head coach there, you coach with him tonight." And he told me later, he said he almost screaming, "Yeah!"
It's right.
Roy's volunteer. But I went,
Funny.
I went over there. It was funny. The guy coached 8th grade. He was playing for the Bears. Mike Posella's team and Tensera team. But he was playing lower class. He know me, but I don't know him. And he said, when I introduced him, he let me take over from there. He had coach, but I run the whole thing.
Right. Well, good. Now, how rewarding and satisfying was it for you coaching kids to play the game that you love so much?
I think I tell my kids, and I tell everybody I know, I enjoy coaching the kids. They don't know much about the game, and coaching the men's side.
Yeah.
Because I can teach them what I know, and I'm excited when I see the development, the successful. So I teach fundamental, the kids that they enjoy it, the ball handle, the 2-on-1, 3-on-2, and I watch them development. And I stayed there for a while and watch them. We go from 8th grade to the varsity. They going really, really well, play really, really well.
You showed them how to tackle too, I imagine. You were one of the best tacklers in the midfield.
Yeah. They shock when I tell them how he chase people and take off from the behind, how he just diving to the wrap here, right?
Right.
They want to go to the collar, the jersey. No, I say no. You just jump on the waist and put your weight there. He's going down.
Yeah. Now, Roy, what was your favorite memory coaching youth and high school rugby?
I think we have a lot of successful at youth rugby, but I tell the guys, if you have an undefeated year, any level of rugby, I think you're gonna go around and ask a lot of good rugby player. They tell you they never, it's hardly to come to have an undefeated year. You play 15 games, you never lost a game. And we have that with the kid of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
We win the Pacific Coast. We beat the Kahoku team. And to me, it's up there for me.
Yeah. Now, of all your rugby memories, all of it through the years, is there one that stands out as a favorite?
for me, when I play, I think it's 83 for the All Blues. We play 23 game. We undefeated and we win the national. And I get the MVP. I think it was the highlight for my career.
Who'd you beat in the final that year?
We beat Hurricane from Texas.
Okay, Dallas. Okay.
Dallas, yeah, we play in Stanford. They have a couple South Africa there at that team.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, of all your tours, Eagles or otherwise, is there one that stands out in your mind and why?
My equal to a 1 is stand up HY. I'll say the one I went to Japan before that.
Okay, 85 or 83, I think it was.
Yeah. We have one match, but we win that match, and we win all our Wednesday game.
What besides winning your matches, was there anything else enjoyable about that tour that stands out?
Yeah, I think the culture, Japan culture. A couple of Tongans lived there. They play for Japan that time, and they came and take me to the. They say, you come from US and you live in Hilton and you eat American food. We're gonna take you out as number 8 and number 8 and at the winger. I play against us on the World Cup. Muli. They say, come with us, we take you where the poor people eat in Japan. And went to the market, and they cooking the fish like you cook in Tonga. It's just barbecuing and flying, and we just eat right there. I come home and tell my wife, I say, man, that reminded me everything I grew up. And that's what the point they want to make it to me. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, good. Now, was there a favorite stadium or ground that you played on through your career?
Away from home, I think the one in we play in Australia.
Brisbane, Ballymore, or we played one in.
The one in Sydney.
Sydney, okay.
Yeah,
Concord Oval, I think it was called, right?
Yeah, I like that one. It's really nice.
That was
really
a great stadium too.
Yeah, big stadium.
Now, looking back on your rugby career, Roy, what are you most proud of?
What I'm most proud of? Play rugby or play sporting. I think what you able to accomplish your career, and I think I accomplished a lot. I accomplished a lot of champion and winning a lot of club level. But I think the award coming, the last one is to receiving the Hall of Fame. I think this is the highlight of my
what does it mean to you, Roy, being selected as a U.S. Rugby Hall of Fame inductee?
It was mean a lot. The 80, I was probably one of the best players in the U.S. on the 80. And when I retire, and how long before we had this thing, and I feel I lost people know how well I play, and going away when longer and longer and longer, it just coming back later. I think it meant a lot for me when they introduction for this year. I think everything I do at rugby, I think this is the last one I need to get to be completed. It's a good rugby player, I say.
Well, Roy, it was a long time coming. Totally well deserved. as an opponent and a teammate of yours, you're one of the best I ever played against and with. So it's a real honor to have you here today, and congratulations once again, buddy.
Thank you, Brad. I so appreciate it. I can't wait to see you over there in Utah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
That'd be real good.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for this edition of our With You Rugby podcast. The U.S. Rugby Foundation would like to thank Roy Helu and congratulate him once again on being one of this year's Hall of Fame inductees. For more information about the U.S. Rugby Hall of Fame and the U.S. Rugby Foundation, please go to our homepage at usrugbyfoundation.org. And until next time, stay safe, everyone.